How's everybody feeling tonight? Are you guys ready to dive in to the action of things?
I mean, I'm actively in mourning, but yeah, sure.
You see, but your character's fine, right?
Oh,
I
definitely.
know he's concussed,
For sure.
Not
right? He's concussed on the
Not
ground.
all concussed. No possible bruised or broken bone. No, they're fine.
Well,
They're
speaking
fine.
of your character, why don't River? Why don't you just give a quick mention about who you are and who you are playing tonight as we start our game of Hunter Blood Drive?
Hi, my name is River Cohen Glassberg. I'll be playing Jesse Rat Ramon this evening. Bruised, not broken, but emotionally distraught. And speaking of emotionally distraught, let's throw it on over to LB.
This is bullshit. Hi, I'm LB. I'll be playing Olivia tonight. Her twin brother just exploded, so it is going to be a time. That's me. Take it away, Ava.
Hello, my darlings and dears. Happy Virgo season. It's your madamava here, and I'm playing Charlotte, and she's too pretty for all this. Why are we here? She is way too beautiful and too precious for all of this tragedy. And let's send it back over to the one responsible for said tragedy, Miko.
I didn't have anything to... I don't know what you're talking about. Let us rejoin our companions where we left off. To recap just a little bit, this lot of individuals in the employ of a subsidiary of the Aegis Corporation were tasked with a little bit of reconnaissance, a little bit of breaking and entering, a little bit of corporate espionage, as they were trying to delve into the inner workings of a particular company known as Cortex Biologics. And this seemingly fanciful biochemical research and development firm appears to have a little bit more going on behind the scenes, as it were. For our friends here successfully managed to penetrate the building. They started to go through the processes of all of their little espionage tricks. I think they even went so far as to establish some external cameras looking at the building. That part at least got done successfully. But once inside, they started to feel perhaps a little bit was wrong. They uncovered many refrigerators filled with bags of blood, all kinds of scientific, strange curiosity things. I think someone collected some samples of some of those strange curiosities at one point. But when they delved into the server room to actually perform the espionage that they came to perform, oh yes, and as Ravenserve pointed out, they did find sushi as well. As they delved into the server room, however, and began to do their hacks, they were interrupted by a particular individual that displayed some rather profound feats, supernatural feats, one might say. And your boy Big, playing Olivia's twin brother Oliver, embraced that man, that person, that thing in a clutch, and shoved a grenade between the two of them. And as that grenade went off and rained explosion throughout the space, knocking poor Jesse off of his feet, sending him flying, and gas started to fill the room from the fire suppression system. I'm bringing it back to you guys. Ava and LB, you all do still have that woman that Olivia clobbered across the face and sent to the floor, which rightfully should have taken the head off of any normal person, but seems to have only slightly waylaid this particular individual as she's slowly getting back to her feet. The two of you are the only ones that can really act in this moment. Jesse is very concussed. Oliver's gun sliding to Jesse's feet. they themselves laying out, groaning and complaining about it. Which one of you do you think would act in this moment?
I think Olivia's just staring at what just happened. She's like trying to comprehend.
I think Charlotte sees that, and I think she first reaches for the gun, and then she turns to LB. It's like, we need to get the fuck out of here. No time to pause. And with her other arm, try to like start like pulling at Rat with her one strength.
I mean, even with a one strength, it is important to know that while Jesse is a bit concussed and probably can't hear much at the moment, just completely supplanted all hearing with a horrifying ringing of their ears, Ava, you will be able to get Jesse to their feet relatively okay, even if they are struggling and stumbling a fair bit. I think you had also mentioned last time in our last session that you were intent on grabbing Oliver's gun right at his feet. Okay, so you could scoop up the gun, at least grab it by the fragment of the sling that is left, because the strap broke mightily. So you could grab it by at least the broken sling and hoist Jesse up to his feet.
Yeah, I think Olivia is just like, she hears and like mindlessly like reacts to like picking Jesse up off the ground, and like as they're kind of slung them over their shoulder, just like kind of glancing back over her shoulder at the rubble, like maybe it'll move, maybe he'll get up, he might still be in there, he might be fine. But listening to Charlotte and taking direction.
Okay. As you are taking direction, you can't really see through the haze of wherever Oliver was from before. And Charlotte, I think you also notice that there is a spray of blood across Jesse's torso that does not look to be Jesse's.
Not thinking about that right now.
Right.
Not thinking
but
about
I
that.
don't think that is something that Olivia would register at this point, which is why I'm pointing it out to just you, Ava. And so, yeah, you were hoisted to your feet, Jesse. Ava, Charlotte is basically taking charge here, I guess, in this moment.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Okay. As you do that, Olivia, as you kind of are following Charlotte, kind of leading everyone out of the space and looking over your shoulder back in the direction of Oliver, you do see movement in the rapidly growing fog. But your hopes are quickly dashed as stumbling out of that fog is the woman in the business suit. As she kind of is holding her head and looking back in your direction. You see her like fumbling to reach into an inner pocket of her jacket or something.
Ooh, okay. So the fire suppression system has already gone off.
Yes, it's obscuring the room mildly. Like, you can barely, you just saw her kind of stumble out, and she's obviously not at 100%, not even close. So
yeah. As we're heading out the door, is there anything that I can see? I am pretty good at improvising. Is there anything that I can see that might help us like lock this door on our way out?
Oh, that's interesting. So,
like maybe, would there be like a fire axe that I could use to like slam into the door to?
Let's go ahead and call this. Let's call this an observation check that you need to do.
Okay.
You are stressed at the moment. Don't forget that. You guys all still have your stress from last time. 3. It was 3. but I would not be opposed to Olivia racking up to a 4 at this point.
I mean, to be fair, yeah. Would this be an investigation or?
No, this would be wits and awareness.
Awareness, okay. Okay, cool. I could do that for sure. All of my hunter's dice. Boom. Okay, no ones. I got 2 successes.
Okay.
That's a lot of dice for 2 successes.
So 2 successes is enough in this instance. You don't spot an axe, but I'll do you one better. As you are going to the glass door, that is basically, there was the ramp that you guys had to come down. At the top of that ramp is basically a glass door leading into the offices room. And as you go through that, you do see that there is a key card swipe thing. And you being the tech person that you're fairly certain that if you just smash that, it's going to close the door and she's not going to be able to fob her way out. So
I will take my giant laptop and kind of let Jesse down for a second, physically, not emotionally, and slam it down onto the thing.
Okay. Yeah, you don't even have to
back up.
Yeah, you don't even have to roll for that. You just clock into it, and as soon as you do, the glass door starts sliding shut, and you see this woman kind of staggering in your direction, kind of getting to the bottom of the ramp as the doors close, and the room is rapidly filling with this gas, this fire suppressant stuff, right? And so as it is filling the room, you see her now with a hand up to her head and holding a cell phone.
Could I suggest something? Because I don't think Olivia would think about this right now. For Charlotte to take a picture of this woman.
Yeah,
would that be something that she would do?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are very used to quickly yanking out your phone and snapping a
Take
photo.
A video.
It's also important to note that as you do that, just because instinctually this makes sense, you see no bars.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
have
fair.
you have no signal, but apparently this woman does.
What am I without my bars?
As we are running out of the room and out of the building, was the only movement that young woman?
Yes.
Was there? That was it.
That's the only movement from the server
Okay.
room, other than more pieces of the roof caving in.
Sure. Yeah. How? Nope. Never mind. I'm going to ask that later.
Okay. All right. So you have left the woman in the server room behind. You stagger your way through the office space. Are you just heading straight for the elevator?
Maybe we should aim for stairs.
There are no stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. There's only one way down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, again, not something that Olivia would be thinking about right now, but do we want to try and take any of the information that is on these? I mean, not like hack in, but like just fucking grab a tower.
Grab random shit.
Yeah.
How much? So from last time, we got walled out while we were trying to get the information that we were initially grabbing. Miko, you mentioned last time that Jesse found a fuck ton of information on Aegis Corporation subsidiaries.
You found a bunch of file names and folder structures and stuff that included names of the subsidiaries and whatnot. You didn't get the contents of the files, but if you remember correctly, I had said that the reason that your laptop was so valuable is that it would have all of that information logged.
I was just about to ask, would it be retroactive to say that I already downloaded those files, taken whatever I could, or
it's on the computer? The files themselves, but the folder structure and the file names indicating something is fucked up. You don't know what the contents were, but maybe you can piece something together if you go back and look at the logs later.
True enough. That'll do. Then I think Rat's going to scramble off of Olivia's shoulders and just pick up a tower and just try to hobble out with it. I think more than, again, still ringing in the ears, this is a little bit more of like hoarder instinct than it is, let's fuck them up with this. More of just like, nope, take something valuable and go.
I mean, I don't think that that's going to even occur to Jesse in this moment.
No, they're right. Then I am.
Yeah, I think he's a little too concussed for even that.
True enough.
I think he I think they even probably forgot they have the microscope slides in their pocket.
Oh yeah, that's entirely valid. Yeah, I mean, I was in an explosion, so that'll knock a couple of brain cells loose. Then yeah, Jesse's just gonna moan. And
Jesse definitely can't hear what's going on anyway.
Oh no, it is all like the worst tinnitus you've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, they've been to a bunch of like underground shows and never wore earplugs, and this is worse. So yeah.
So, Ava, you're kind of leading this posse, so they're following you, it seems. The emotional cripple along with the physically crippled.
Yeah, I think Charlotte is just rushing them through the stairs. I think she'll probably be the one technically leading by yelling, but she will be behind to make sure that everyone is in front of her, still moving forward. Very get into cheerleader mindset of like, all right, we need to be in these formations and we gotta go. Nationals are coming up and we cannot fuck this up. Point your toes, Samantha.
Wow. That's a callback. So you bolt for the elevator then. You make it there without difficulty. Conveniently, it didn't move. It's still on the same floor as you. So, yeah. You are able to open the elevator and start riding your way up. It is important to note that I think, well, I don't know. River's not going to, or I'm sorry, Jesse is not going to be able to notice this, and Olivia may or may not. I'll leave that up to you, LB. But Ava, I think it's safe to say that Charlotte would be able to spot that the elevator feels a lot different going up than it did going down. As you were coming down, everything kind of felt like, you were defying gravity in a way. And as you're going up, it feels stronger, like gravity basically increases. And so that is a little bit disorienting, but the doors open once you reach the parking garage once again. And as they open, I think you're uncertain what to expect, but it's just the parking garage. There are alarms going off, but it's just the parking garage. What do you do?
Who took points in drive? I did not take points in drive.
You do not want Jesse driving right now, I promise you that.
Yeah.
Bruh,
Does Olivia have points in drive?
Nah, bro.
I mean,
well,
this isn't.
It's like Sabat all over again.
True. I mean, there is an argument to, and this is not Jesse saying this at all. There's an argument to trying to drive as naturally and carefully as possible, just to avoid.
Yeah.
Garner suspicion.
Yeah. If you drive like a wild maniac, it's going to draw attention.
Yeah.
That also
That's what I learned from Highlander this week.
To be alive.
And we're not from here, so okay. Charlotte will get in the front.
They still drive on the same side of the street up here, though. So.
I know, but I don't know all the traffic laws.
And you Can you convert miles per hour and kilometers per hour in your head?
Charlotte, probably yes.
Thing.
Ava, do not ask that.
It's already on the thing. It's fine.
That's true. All right, get in.
So you all pile into the truck. Thankfully, Oliver was smart enough to leave the key in the truck in the event that you needed to do a quick escape.
I didn't even think of that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Something they teach in ops school, I guess. But
Yeah.
you all pile into the truck. Who is driving?
I will.
Okay. I'm going to throw something at you here, Olivia. What is Oliver's favorite drink?
Oh God. I might go put this on. You know, I think it's probably something that we didn't get a lot of.
Something that he could get in
Maybe
Canada.
something that he probably like a cream soda, maybe.
That's perfect because cream soda has a certain aroma to it. And there's a bottle still in the little cup holder right there in between the seats. And you smell it and you see it right as you get into the car.
She's just kind of staring at it, like just not comprehending anything that's going on. Like, I think she almost reaches for it, but she doesn't grab it. Like, she's touches the top of it. And I think probably that's when she starts hyperventilating, where she starts like the emotion hits her and she started to like process what just fucking happened. So she's like kind of convulsing next to Rat, like.
And if you're saying anything, Rat can't hear it, but I think that even in a slightly delirious state, Jesse would be able to see
Oh yeah.
the physicality of that.
Rat, again, still unable to hear anything even after the couple of minutes that it took us to get out. The first word they say is safe house. Not because they're thinking of it, but because they're remembering the word for word of the agreement, of the document that we had initially. If anything should go wrong, approach the safe house at these exact coordinates. So the first word is safe house, however graveled or quiet it is.
Actually, it would be very loud.
Oh, it would be very loud. Safe house! Just the full.
I already know!
And Charlotte slams on the gas,
Really
sending the both of you in the back slammed up against the seat. And Charlotte just guns it for the door. As you gun it for the door, you remember the very, very ridiculously strong door and the fortified pillars that come up and everything. Give me a awareness check, please, Charlotte. It's wits plus awareness.
Okay.
Don't forget your stress.
The stress, yeah.
And we add the stress dice rather than replacing dice?
Correct. You add the stress dice, but remember, if the stress dice fail and or come up ones, then bad things can happen.
Okay, luckily no ones on the stress die. 4 successes.
What's that?
4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
You do remember that, and you also spot a normal gate that separates the executive parking entrance from the regular parking garage.
We'll take that one.
You do have to kind of break, just drive through the relatively normal gate. And so you just barrel through that. You start swerving through the open causeway of the regular side of the parking garage. Thankfully, as we had said before, there really aren't any cars here. And you quickly start finding your way to the exit and bolt for the way out. Now, the interesting circumstance for you is you're now going out basically the front of the building. And so as you head towards that particular exit way, you see that there's a security guard post. And there's a man in the security guard post. You recognize him from your observations previously. He is rushing out of his security guard post, and he is going for his gun to draw his gun.
I'm flooring it.
I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. Gun it. Gun it down like he's gonna try to do to us. Just fucking rip it.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Would Charlotte run over this man?
She wants to try to not to.
Okay, then I need for you to make a drive check, please.
God.
This is composure and drive.
Okay. I'm going to use my one huntress mark for this.
Yeah, you are.
Distress. Because I have no drive. Exposure.
It's fine.
Okay.
10 successes.
I mean, a lot of successes. 1, 2,
Oh, shit.
3, 4, 5, 6. And no failures on the stress die.
Okay. This guy does go for his gun. He gets off a couple of shots. You now have a couple of bullet holes in the window. But you are able to kind of swerve enough out of the way, and he instinctively throws his slightly out of shape self backwards to avoid getting run over as well. And you just barrel through the gate. As you barrel through the gate, this one is a bit more substantial than the intermediary one, and so you do some additional damage to the truck. But because Ian was smart when he picked his rental vehicle, the truck is fully functional still. It's just got some mostly cosmetic damage, and like one of the headlights is out, right? Which could be problematic, but that's for a later problem solver to deal with. You drive up the ramp and bolt your way up, out, and onto the street. As you swerve onto the main street and start driving away, I'm going to allow you, because you did well enough on your previous composure check, to kind of slow down just a notch and start driving, just driving. And as you do that, you get about a block away from the building, and you see 4 black vehicles, all Mercedes, just fly past you, heading towards the building that you just left.
Don't perceive me, don't perceive me, don't perceive me, don't perceive me. Everything's fine, everything's fine.
The only time in Charlotte's life she has ever said, "Don't perceive me."
Yeah.
But there you have it. You are behind the wheel. What direction are you going?
To the safe house.
I think
I
it's
Google mapped it.
I think at this point, when the car starts moving normally, this is when Jesse starts crying. Still can't hear, and is trying to be. It's the kind of. I'm going to say something really sad right now. When you, as a kid, are really deeply upset, but your parents are more pissed off than they are worried about you, so you have to cry really quietly. It's that instinct of it is mostly just waterworks with little to no sound. It is like therapy regulation techniques, but it's just, why are we being normal? What on earth about anything that just happened is normal? And now we have to be normal. why are we being normal? And that is the spiral in their head.
LB,
I don't
is
think
there...
Charlotte's crying.
Everyone's crying.
Everybody's just
Charlotte's just holding it in, and she'll cry when she collapses in bed. There's no time for this right now. She needs to drive, and that's what she's just focusing on.
Yeah, I think Olivia's gripping her tie in her neck and like kind of like holding it, and like she like looks over and sees that River's crying, or that Jesse's crying, and like starts to process what's happening around her, and she's just like, "What the fuck was that thing?"
How long has it been, and can Jesse hear by this point?
Why don't we put a roll? Why don't we make that a roll? Let's call it a stamina plus willpower roll. So
remaining
whatever
willpower or total willpower?
Your remaining willpower.
Okay. So that's 6 dice and then the 3 stress. Alrighty then. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, but no, 5 successes, but one of those stress dice has come up a failure. 1 specifically.
A 1? Okay.
Yeah. Now's the time.
Yeah.
Now's the time.
Feel like it. So the ringing in your ear stops, but it comes. The reason for it stopping might not be what River had hoped. River starts having a full-on panic attack. And for the foreseeable future, I've said River, Jesse. Sorry, Jesse having that panic attack, and for the foreseeable future cannot make decisions on their own.
Yeah, that sounds completely apt. Do they catch? What the fuck was that thing? Do they hear that, or
yeah, I think that's the last thing that they coherently hear, and then that starts like filling their mind.
Flashbacks.
Yep. Okay. Between what the fuck was that thing? Jesse didn't get to look at it much. He didn't get to look at Oliver while they were working. They were pretty nose down. But between the spray of blood on their shirt, seeing the explosion actually, if Jesse saw any bit of the explosion, would Jesse have seen the strange creature thing with its face in Oliver's shoulder?
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
I would say you would have even seen it like fangs out, biting down into Oliver.
Even better. That's where Jesse's going. Jesse's going to fully derealize. Jesse is not really there anymore. They're like 30 feet out of the car watching it from above. And they're switching between two things that keeps repeating in their mind, and it slowly starts to mumble out in words. Quieter now if they can hear at all. Hopefully. One of them is a repetition from Olivia. What the fuck was that thing? Then, how did that fucking monster get so strong? How did that fucking monster get so strong? Monster fucking do that? And it's just how? Questions. And they are sunk. Their pupils dilate. Their breathing speeds up, their heart rate speeds up. They are not quite in a place that they can list 5 things they can see, 4 things they can touch, etc., etc. They are just gone.
As Jesse is experiencing that, and Olivia is withdrawn into her own current mental state, and Charlotte is death gripping the steering wheel, your rental truck clatters off of the main streets. You don't remember who did it. Somebody put the safe house into the GPS of the truck. You called it up. You're driving along. You're off of the main streets now, and you're headed deeper into Poissy-Charles, where the city almost feels left behind in a way. The towers of downtown aren't that far gone, but here the streets are very different. Everything is flanked by brick warehouses with windows punched out. There's corrugated metal siding buckling with rust on certain buildings, yards littered with forgotten machinery. There's freight tracks that kind of break the pavement up and make the streets uneven and bumpy in various points. The air here is heavy with the stink of oil. Your destination, though, looks like it belongs here, even if it doesn't necessarily look like what you expect. There's a row of narrow townhouses that are wedged between a boarded up machine shop and a warehouse that is tagged in layer after layer of spray painted graffiti. And everything about this building, these townhouses, just looks wonky. The bricks are stained and uneven. There's an upper window that has been completely boarded over. Most all of the windows in any of the townhouses adjacent that you can see are curtained. No light is coming out of anywhere, not even a trace. There's just one little tiny stoop that is lit with a dim, jaundiced lamp that is just bright enough to silhouette the front door, which is solid, closed, heavy, old. And as you are kind of looking at this place, Charlotte, and thinking, this is my fucking safe house, you spot it. Half hidden among the random gang tags and sprayed graffiti is a symbol. And to anyone else, it would just look like another piece of urban noise, a fanciful piece of art that someone with far too much skill to spray paint on a wall was able to do. But to you, it's recognizable. A very stylized version of the Aegis logo, hidden amongst the graffiti. And despite what you see, despite all of this looking just like, what? You can't help but realize this has to be your safe house. The three of you pile out of your truck. You're able to kind of pull it off to the side in like an alley and, keep it relatively hidden. But you get out of the truck and head to the door. You weren't given keys or anything like that, but in the notes on your phones, in the secure vault that was put on your phones, there was a 4-digit code. So maybe there's some kind of keypad or something. Once you get inside, you don't know. Right now, you just are looking desperately for this safe spot. And so, stumbling up the stairs, Jesse being led by Olivia being led by Charlotte, You all open the old door. It kind of sticks a little bit, but you're able to kind of put your shoulder into it and get it to jar loose and open it up. And you enter into the foyer. The first thing that catches your eye is the tiles on the floor. Half of them are broken. It looks like perhaps once, maybe 80 years ago, it was a beautiful pattern that some artisan probably spent days putting together. And while you're focused on that, you hear this noise from around you. You hear clank, thunk, and then all of a sudden, on all four sides of you, metal bars slam down from the ceiling into the floor, rattling the floor, jostling you. You stumble a bit. You're able to keep your footing, but the shaking, it was off-putting to say the least. I think in this moment, that noise, that commotion, that slamming effect was enough to maybe pull Jesse back into the present, at least. Still obviously freaked, but at least pulled into the present. And your hearing is slowly coming back, even if it is somewhat diminished. And in that moment of hearing things, a voice rings out into the room as you see a camera appear in the wall with a speaker next to it.
Three blind mice. See how they run. Where the fuck are they going? Question is, little mice, stumbling around blind or are they just stupid? Which one is it? Well,
Who the fuck are you?
I want my lawyer.
yeah. I think your lawyer's gonna get you out of this one there, Cookie.
I mean, you don't know my lawyer.
Granted.
We're with ages.
What's that?
So should you.
What's that? Is that a band? You guys a band? Is that what you are? What are you, like post-rock, shoegaze? What's going on? What's your thing? Oh, I get it. You're like new romantics, right? Busting out those Echo and the Bunnyman hits, that psychedelic furs action. Yeah, I get you. I'm hip.
Look, okay. We just had some traumatic shit happen to us. We were told to come here if bad shit happened, and we're just trying to just have a moment of pause. People are panicking, people are sobbing. I want to sit down. So,
You're sent
do
by
we look like we're going to be a threat to you, mystery camera, Wizard of Oz?
You look like drama to me, Cookie. That's what you look like.
Well, duh, I'm part of the podcast and social media sphere, but that doesn't matter right now.
Podcast?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Just fucking let us in, please.
If you're with the rock band I think you're with, you would have been given a password.
fucking
Right?
I'm assuming the one who had the password is the one who got blown up. So, shit.
How about you look up and give me a pretty smile, all of you, into the camera, and I'm going to look into this.
Ew. No?
that is really creepy, dude.
Yeah, well, I need to do some facial identity recognition here so that I have an idea who you are before I, let you grab a seat and pull out a cold one.
You could have just said that instead of saying it in like a weird misogynistic, weird way.
I'm sorry, did I offend
Chill
you?
up.
You're here in a cage. You're apparently running from some dramatic shit, and I offended you. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Fuck's sake.
All right.
Jesse's gonna walk up to the camera and just sit there and wait.
You're good. Next.
Charlotte will go up to the camera.
Shit, you do run a podcast.
Oh my god, you know my work? She
No,
walks away.
Not one bit. What about you there, Wednesday Adams?
She just walks up and like doesn't look at the camera.
Come on, look up. What hurt? Is that Olivia? Is that little Olivia Wright?
The fuck are you? Just let us in.
There's a pause, and then you hear a clanking, and slowly the bars retract to the ceiling. But you hear a deep clanking, and the doors and the windows remain sealed. Grab a seat, I'm coming down. A few moments later, the door opens. A man comes shambling in, looking quite the mess. Broken glasses, hair in his face, greasy. It doesn't look like he's seen a shower in a few days. He's wearing a nice, ratty bathrobe, and he's got a mug of something that smells like some kind of herbal tea. Well. What kind of shit you guys get into?
Foothold. Operation Foothold.
As you guys?
Yeah.
I take it didn't go well? What happened?
Yeah, our senior person got exploded.
Got exploded.
Well, he exploded himself, but
He exploded himself.
We got attacked. Some sort of fucking strong ass people, I guess.
It wasn't people, it was a fucking thing.
What do you mean?
You were right there, you fucking saw it. You fucking the teeth, the fangs on that fucking.
Oh, you ran into a vampire. Oh yeah, this fucking city's full of them. Fucking lousy with it, wall to fucking wall. It's like fucking Naga hide carpeting back in the 70s. They're all over the fucking place.
What?
What?
Yeah, vampires. You know, you ever read Dracula when you were a kid? Fucking live forever, burn in the sun, drink blood to survive. The whole fucking kid and caboodle, man.
I
Full
knew it
place
was
is full of
real.
them. Place is full of them. There's other shit too, man. There's fucking dudes that transform into wolves. There's fucking like ghosts and mummies and shit like that. Like, well, rumors of in the basilica. Fucking in the biodome, there's a fucking dolphin. Like, this place is fucked up, man. It's just wall to wall fucking shenaniganery.
Are you
I've been
fucking
saying.
high?
Jesse just walks over to a wall, forehead steel, just.
There is a bit of an odor of herb that wafts off of him. Not currently. I was about to fucking fix a bowl when you guys came crashing in. I've been saying it since the freaking early 90s. I've been saying that these things are around here, and you finally saw some.
What do you mean? What the fuck? We work in IT. We work for a goddamn computer data analytics company.
Right, hold on. We don't even know if this guy fucking works for us, alright? Let's just ignore the crazy person and do our fucking job. We gotta contact HR.
God,
We
Are
gotta
the
contact the
Fae
higher ups.
real? Are the Fae also real? Are they here?
Well,
This is my work.
real? Wait, I thought it was.
I don't know about that. I mostly work
My
with
podcast is
vampires.
about supernaturals and cryptids.
Yeah, because it's a good content farm. People
Yeah,
listen.
because they're real.
Cookie. Mothman isn't real. Vampires are real, but Mothman isn't real. All right, so you're gonna have to kind of catapult into the current discussion with us. All right, like, we're dealing in the real stuff here. We're not dealing in like fantasy supernatural that doesn't exist. We're talking vampires and werewolves and were-dolphins, the real stuff.
Do you have a secure line?
Maybe. Who you want to call?
Our superiors, the people we're supposed to be talking to if something goes tits up.
Did you get the stuff? I assume you were sent in there to get something.
Wait, no, we don't know who this person is, all right? They didn't know the name of our company or anything.
Yeah, I know Aegis. I've been working with Aegis since late 90s. My name is
So
Bern
you say.
Hoffman.
We've never heard of you, and we know there was going to be somebody at this
Well, I've heard
safe
of you.
house.
I've heard of
Fucking
you, Olivia, right? Your
congratulations.
brother, Oliver? I've heard of you. You've heard of me too. We talked a few times
I'm sure
a
we
while
did.
back.
All right, fucking great. I've talked to a lot of people. But right now, we need to talk to our superiors.
Well, see, that really depends on what you got. What did you get? Did you get what you were sent to get? Did you get video of this thing?
What thing?
I technically did get video of like one of the things and pictures.
Good, good. That's a start. You got proof?
We
No,
were
you-
sent in for information, not for videos.
We weren't sent in because
You can't go back to the bosses with nothing.
Well, obviously. But we need to talk to them.
wait, did we bring in any bags? Did we bring in our shit?
Yeah.
I assumed we brought in our bags and a shotgun.
For sure.
Okay, look, I can tell you're kind of distraught about have a seat. Go make some more bergamot tea. I'll bring you each a cuppa. We'll sit down. We'll hash it out. Tell me what you got. I'll tell you if I think it makes sense to go back to the bosses, because if you go back to them empty-handed, they're going to do to you what they did to me back in the day. They're going to pack you off and send you to the most remote place that they have, and they're going to put you in charge of watching a house that's going to stay empty for a fucking decade.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not fucking okay. I've been here for almost 10 years staring at these empty fucking walls when I told them in 1998 that there were fucking vampires running around. And now that I've been sent here because my ideas were ludicrous and a little bit outside the pale, you guys come running in and you've seen them, you've met them, you've encountered them, and maybe you have proof. And now, maybe, just maybe, I can fucking go back to those fuckers back home and I can show them that I was right all along, and they will give me a ticket out of here and they will give me back my job, maybe even make me the fucking Helsinki station chief. Like I was promised. But until then, sit your asses down. I'm gonna get you some bergamot tea. We're gonna calm everyone the fuck down. You're safe here. You're good. We'll work it out. All right? Just grab a seat. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get you some tea. Don't do anything stupid, all right? Cobble up whatever you have. You have video, you got recordings, you got hard drives, anything you got, cobble it together. We'll take a look at it and I'll tell you if it's worth, buzzing the boss. There's a bowl there full of Werther's originals if you want. Help yourselves. I'll get the bergamot tea.
Just like Grandma. Guys, I think there is a level of truth. He's greasy as all get out. And greasy men, they're like that because they have seen something and no one else believes them. It's like who's that oracle that no one believed in, like, ancient Greece?
All of them. Each and
No, there was one that no one believed, but like the Oracle of Delphi, people believed because like her homie was Apollo. Who was the one? Cassandra. He's like Cassandra, but greasy. Greasy, greasy, greasy.
Jesse drops into a crisscross applesauce, remembers that they're violently cold and pulls out the slides and the ice pack from their jacket pocket, pulls out a laptop from the satchel, and just starts digging and starts trying to find anything.
I was just gonna say right now, if they left him here for 10 years, if we kill him, then I will fucking know. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh god. Okay, can we... I understand we're going through a lot. Can we not talk about killing somebody? I would really greatly appreciate that. That would be fucking fantastic.
Do I have bars again?
You do.
Yay!
This fucker pushes me to my limit. I can't be held
actually,
accountable
wait.
for any
You
fucking thing
did.
that I do.
You did have bars.
You keep taking my bars away from me, Miko.
In the safe house.
Inside the safe house, because Burn, in case you missed it, that's the name of the character Bleak is playing. Burn put a Faraday cage around the house.
Why do you punish me like this?
I don't know. Were you bad in another life? He comes back. He's traded his house coat for a shirt, but he's still wearing his boxer shorts and his cloth. He comes back carrying a tray. On the tray, there's a steaming teapot, a bunch of cups, and there's some biscotti.
Jesse starts chain smoking. Just ripping through a cigarette and a pull or two, and then pulling out another from the box.
All right, so let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. What are your names? Name's Burn. What are your names? Olivia, I know. Cool, no worries. What about you there, Cookie? What's your name?
Am I Cookie? Oh.
That is a really gross nickname.
It's really quite disgusting.
Well, if you give me your name, I won't have to fucking give you a nickname.
Charlotte.
Charlotte. That's a beautiful name. Why wouldn't you lead with that?
Because you're weird.
If you spent 9 years in this fucking place, you'd be weird too. Let me just tell you that much.
Not like this.
How about you there, buddy? What's your name?
Rat.
I look over at Charlotte. Is he really named Rat?
That's what you
They like to go by Rat.
That's what they prefer to be called. Thank you.
Oh. I'm hip. I'm cool, man. No problem. Yeah. They really go by Rat?
Yes, they like to go by Rat.
Okay, Rat, Charlotte, and Olivia. I like Cookie though. Can I keep Cookie?
No.
Okay. No, all right.
No, absolutely not. Like, I don't look like it, but I was born and raised in Oakland, California. I will hurt you. Please don't.
You're not a Raiders fan, are you?
No.
Okay, good. We're going to get along. All right. Show me what you got. So you're doing a raid. What was the raid on? Was it on the bakery? Was it on the weapons manufacturer? Was it on the Intelcom company? Was it into... Which one was it? Which one did you raid?
Cortex.
Okay. Well, see, that's a start. I knew those fuckers were dirty. Jesus fucking Christ. You must have found a treasure trove in there.
We didn't... What does Rat have on their laptop?
Rat just has the logs of everything that they were doing and all of the data that they were getting from their interface. They didn't download anything, but all of the visual aspects and the text aspects from both their UI and from their command line things that they were executing are stored in logs on the system. So the most damning thing that you have, the rest of it is kind of useless nonsense, but the most damning thing that you do have is the huge, enormous directory structure with file names that include hundreds of different companies, and a non-insignificant number of them are Aegis and Aegis-related company.
I mean, Olivia, I don't know if you got to see this, but they have so much on us. They have so much on everything.
Let me
Show
see
me
it.
what you got. Oh, okay. You take a look at it. No, you take a look at it. It's cool. You take a look at it. It's your
They had us covered.
I start looking through the system.
Yeah, I only have the logs. I only have the bare bones. I don't have any of the substance, but...
I serve everyone tea and biscotti in fine china.
And LB, as Olivia is looking at Jesse's code and everything that Jesse was doing, because that's what you're basically seeing is a step-by-step process of what the hack was like, I think it's safe to say that she would be impressed by what was being done. And I'm going to actually allow you to go ahead and roll a intelligence plus technology check.
Okay.
The rat proves that they are worthy.
There you go.
Oh, and for what it's worth, technically speaking, your stress dice don't apply to these rolls. You're outside of that particular situation, and so your You're still stressed, don't get me wrong, but you're not
Yeah.
applying them in this instance, because technically you're in a safe space. Even if it may not necessarily feel 100% like one, it is.
4 successes.
Right. Something that perhaps Jesse did not spot. When Jesse got kicked out of the system, there was a counter-intrusion software that was part of that kickback. And so Jesse's laptop is probably compromised right now. But on the plus side, Jesse has that laptop has no connectivity at the moment because it's inside of the cage, because it's inside of the safe house. As long as you don't plug it in, and as long as you don't power or start it up outside of this safe house, you'll be fine. But you're not exactly sure what that little bit of code that it got kicked back onto it is going to do if it's able to call home.
Is it something that I could access as far as like any signatures on it, any like point of origin, anything in the code that would show me like either who it came from or like how it got so quickly onto our system?
Sure. Think about it for a second. How many dice are you rolling for your for that technology roll that you just did?
8.
Okay. You don't need to even roll. You're gonna meet the difficulty. Technically, you didn't even need to roll that time either. As you are kind of digging through this code, you start trying to get any type of tidbit to anything for the malware that has been thrown back. And as you're doing that, it's mind-boggling to you. You're used to doing this. This is like your bread and butter. You've never seen code like this. They're taking advantage of less than 0-day hacks. You wouldn't be surprised if some of these things that you're seeing in here aren't even known by the broader hacking community at this point. It's mind-boggling. It's impressive, but also scary. And all you see that even remotely points to a signature is a little tiny ASCII bat and Bloodworks in basically hex characters, but you can understand hexadecimal, so you recognize Bloodworks next to the ASCII bat.
The fuck? Well, they were able to put something on your computer that you can't connect this to any internet or any actually power it up outside of this room. It's gonna backhack its way into our system.
Yeah, some of them are pretty sophisticated and advanced. Biscotti,
Please.
Do you say the name?
what else you have there?
No.
So some of them are pretty advanced, and I'm going to learn you a little bit here. And he goes over to the wall and he presses a button, and one of the wall flips, and then you can see pictures and names and red strings and everything. So the thing is this, what we got over here, right, is, so they got like families, okay? They got like families. So there's like the sewer rat family, then there's like the bankers, okay? Then there's the bikers, and then there's the kind of gardeners or the lumberjack kind of guy. So there's a whole bunch of them, and as you can see, each of them kind of controls different aspects of things. Like the bankers, they like to get involved in politics and finance, shit like that. The sewer rats, they hide out. They're very ugly. They're like all kind of deformed usually, and they have like some kind of weird messed up thing, so they like to hide in the tunnels, and they're really good. They're good at hacking and stuff like that. They're really organized. I'm pretty sure that somewhere in this city they gotta have like some kind of treasure trove of information. I suspect they might even have their own kind of dark web kind of thing going on, you know, but I've not been able to prove it because my resources here are kind of limited. The thing is that they have like a super strength and like super speed, and some of them can also like look at you and make you do shit or erase your mind. They're really kind of scary.
I died. I got blown up and I died, and then this is just hell. This is what hell is. It's just
you woke up and you took a look around and you saw the truth. The truth has always been out there, but your eyes have always been closed.
This is exactly what I've been saying. This is what hell is.
I have a question, actually.
One,
obviously, it seems like there's differences between what is our new reality and what is known in like mythos and like stories passed down. Are any of like the traditional things known in the stories like legit, like the garlic, the mirror, like no reflection, anything?
Oh, the garlic, 100%. They can't stand garlic. Like there's not a single one of them that owns an Italian joint. It's completely out of whack. But some stuff doesn't really work. Like most of them, you can see them in the mirror. Sunlight will fuck them up. Holy water, most of them can chug it back, not a problem. And they basically live at night, and they need the blood to survive.
all right.
So there's a lot of very I haven't yet been able to verify if they sleep in coffins, but I think some of them do, but I think it's an aesthetic choice.
Yeah, I feel like the goths of them would want to do that.
Yeah.
Others will probably just like
what
use a
happened
bed.
to your vocal fry? You had like a vocal fry going earlier.
I switch in between.
Chameleon, I like that.
All right, let's just say vampires were fucking real. Why don't they just fucking take over? Aren't they like the best hunters? They fucking eat up people all the time. Like, why wouldn't they just take over?
They tried. Have you heard of a little something called the Spanish Inquisition? That was all a cover for a hunt. The humans realized these creatures were amongst us, and they turned on them and they decimated most of them. So they decided that the best way to take control of the world was by becoming like the Illuminati. They're like kind of like the shadow masters. They control everything from the shadows, you know, and they hide because they know there's not a lot of them, and they know, you know, we got fucking nukes and shit, you know, like they're afraid of us, but only in numbers. And so they've blinded us willfully. They hide themselves. They have this thing, it's called the wear a mask thing, right? And they hide themselves, and they make sure that all mentions of them or anything like that is taken out of the news. That's why they control everything. It's all planned, man. They control everything. They're out there, and their hand is like, we're all fucking like meat puppets for these guys, right? They just fucking like they're like this with the strings and everything, and we don't even know. Like, well, I've known for a long time now, but no one fucking listened to me. But here we are now, and we don't really have any proof because you guys sucked and you fucked it up. But if only you had video or something. That is what we're gonna need. Did you record anything? Did you set up cameras? Did you?
Yes.
Well, okay, so we set up cameras, and then also there was one that attacked me and Olivia was able to like slam their laptop on like on her head, and she just got back up like it's nothing, even though in typical circumstances her head would come clean off. But I was able to get video and pictures of her. It was very weird.
Why didn't you lead with that? Why didn't you lead with we have video?
You were talking a lot.
All right, where's this video?
I also don't want to be near you because you don't have pants on.
Oh, shit, fuck, I thought I put him on. Sorry, give me a second. He goes to the other room and he comes back with a pair of sweatpants and he pulls them up.
We should leave.
Look, where's this video? If we have this video, we're golden.
We set up cameras on the outside of the premises. We don't...
Right, it's all in the cloud. No, you took a video when we were leaving.
Yes. With the new pants acquired, she will go through her apps and will go through the slideshow. Oh, that's Beyonce. Just go through the slideshow of the different pictures and then the video.
Hold on.
So hold on. You need to download something from the cloud. You're not going to be able to do it from here.
Well, no, this is just usually just on the camera, so it's already just like on the camera. I haven't been able.
We need those. No, we need your
assuming-
cameras from outside. I assume that you left out of there in a hurry. There was kind of a hubbub and stuff like that, and like action
Yes,
happening.
but
We need to see what that is. We need to see who showed up and who
Well, I
left.
think they were already there.
They were already inside, but they were like,
Now they're gonna have called someone.
no,
Someone big is gonna have come in. That's how they operate. They're very hierarchical,
look,
right?
it's-
There's like the little guys that run certain things. Like in Dracula, Renfield, right? So there's these guys that kind of run stuff, and then the big guys only show up. They only fucking come out of their crypts whenever it's really like important.
I mean,
Maybe one of them came down.
I was kind of all over the place in the car, and I'm sorry for that. But
It's okay.
it's okay.
cars didn't like 5 black Mercedes. I didn't see anything past the back.
Oh, I should check the security cameras.
Yeah.
No, I took
Well, you-
pictures of them. I took the pictures of the license plates. Can we access? Well, fuck, we can't access you now.
Well, also, I just want to see what it looks like right now.
Let's look
I
at
also
the
want to see
video.
what it looks
Let's
like right now.
let's look
so-
at the video. Give me one of you. Come with me, Olivia. I know you. You come with me.
No,
we're gonna
I don't
go
fucking
to-
know you. Why do you keep saying you know me?
We'll talk about it later. It's very touchy. We're gonna go into the other room where we're gonna be able to access a hard line, and you can download the videos, and then we're gonna take a look at that. All right.
Buddy
The rest of
system,
you
do you
chill.
want
Have another
buddy system?
biscotti. I
Treat.
have some blackberry jam if you want, locally sourced. It's really good. Just relax, have fun. In the basket over there are slippers if you want. So just make yourselves at home. The mikasa sukasa.
Do you need someone to come with you, Olivia? This is like a
I'm
stranger
not going
danger
anywhere
thing.
with this fucking idiot.
Look, do you
I
want
got it.
what's on that video? All right,
I got
They're-
it. Somebody
with me.
take care of my laptop.
they're gonna come with me. It's all right. It's cool. Let's go. Right.
Oh, good
Okay.
dear.
So
Yell. I still have to shotgun, so yell if
I
you need
know.
anything.
So, Jesse, it is important to note, because we have already established that one of Jesse's important responsibilities since coming on to the company was basically IT,
Repair.
repair, delivering equipment,
yeah.
setting shit up, that sort of thing. And so as you step into this back room with with Burn, you will see a lot of Aegis equipment.
Oh.
You would recognize a lot of it as old, a little bit out of date, like the kind of stuff that you were decommissioning, to get new equipment in. But
It's a bit out of date. You actually do work for Aegis. Who do you work for, man? Like, not just the company, but who do you answer to? What's his name? Burn. You.
Me?
Yeah.
Man, I answer to the district manager himself.
What's his
S.
name?
Oliver? District Manager S. Oliver? You haven't met him? Man,
Oliver.
I
who?
answer to the big guy.
What's his last name?
Oliver. His name is S. Oliver. I don't know
S.
what his first name is. He always just uses the initial. He's the guy who got me turned on to these Werther's Original. Man, those things are good.
Um.
I had to stop myself from eating them because, man, I bought a little treadmill, like a little walking treadmill thing, just so that, while I'm watching my soaps, I can just fucking walk, because those Werthers were killing me.
Jesus fucking Christ. Victor Hahn. Victor Hahn.
Yeah. He's Victor Hahn answers to the district manager S. Oliver.
What the fuck? Rat's
Oh,
gonna
man.
start.
I've been in this, dude. I've been in this fucking soup for a long time. And
So-
let me tell you, it has not done me any favors.
Look, let's just say you're right. Let's say.
Let's, for the sake of the fact that I am right, but sure, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
What makes one of these things? This would be such an upset to the power structure of humanity as we know it, that there can't be many of them. I
They
mean,
make each other, and they are much better at population control than we are, because
So-
they are aware that if, for example, they were to turn everyone on this planet into them, they would only have a whole bunch of eaters and no food.
Then Dracula, Dracula made Renfield, biting him.
Yeah, I don't quite understand how it works, but my kind of whatever I got out of it is that they kill you and then they bring you back to life with their blood somehow. Like, I don't know if it's a smoothie or what the fuck it is, but they give it to you and you come back to life as one of them. But
these things,
I hear there are very stringent rules about that. Like, you can't willy-nilly go out there fucking fabricating other vampires like it's, fucking free for all day.
While we're still going, Rat with a different laptop, having left the compromised one downstairs, given that we were given a couple, starts accessing as many of the cameras that we set up as possible and connecting into one spot.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
What does the podcast person do? Like, were you gonna find the vampires and then fucking interview them and then fucking put on a show about? Like, what's that all about?
She was cover. We were supposed to be going in as people supporting her podcast, tech folks, people scouting. And
back in my day, cover meant hiding. I guess now it means you put yourself so much out there that people go, oh, this person can't possibly be. I get it. I'm cool. I got it.
And Oliver Wright was our team lead and was the guy who was supposed to take care of us instead of shit in case shit went wrong. But now shit went wrong and
well, you're alive, so I guess he did his job.
Yeah, but he's not. And that's...
Well, that was his job, man.
His job was to die? What the fuck are you saying?
His job was to keep you alive. Look, I know you think you're some guy from the Geek Squad, but this is big time baseball. Like, the shit that's going on now that you're in now, because this isn't one of those things where they come in here with a pen like in Men in Black and they make you forget. No, now you know. Now you're in here. And all those stories you heard, all those conspiracy theories about the Illuminati and this, that, the other, they're all real, except they're fucking vampire. And they're out there. And if one of them gets you and you don't have someone like Oliver to do what needs to be done, you're gonna die, because there's no fighting these things. Not with what we have. These things are immortal, they are powerful, they are fast, they have all sorts of weird arcane shit at their fingertips. You're lucky that the only person who died was Oliver. And if that was his job, then he did it really well. And you should remember him very fondly, because you're alive today to be afraid of this shit. Because he did his job.
Why'd you get sent out here? Sure,
because I knew about this a long time ago.
And you knew too much, and you said a lot about it, and then they said you were a liability, and then they sent you out into the middle of nowhere in a safe house that was unhoused for 20 years, and now here we are. But what did you see?
It was in Europe. We were investigating movements of funds related to arms deals. We were in Vienna. We went down to a meeting. Keeping eyes. That's all we did. Cameras, listening devices, your usual Cold War spy shit, you know? In the middle of the meeting, while these guys are negotiating, literally out of the shadows, in the corner, this guy steps out. He looks like he's wearing one of those fucking Zorro hats, and he's got like this long black coat. And he steps out of the shadows. and we catch a glimpse of him. Because the cameras don't pick him up. The mirrors don't reflect him. And then all of a sudden, the shadows in that room start to attack and strangle the people that are in that room. And in moments, they're all dead. And when we finally get in there, because one of our agents is in there, they're all dried as husks. No sign of this fucking guy who stepped through the shadows. The videos don't show anything. Now we have to explain that. That's when I started figuring there was something weird out there. I didn't think it was vampires at that point, but... and a couple other things, but point is, they weren't ready to hear back then, but they started being interested after that. Someone took what I had to say for cash and started running it up the flagpole and running operations, and well, now you're doing what you're doing, information gathering. Because now Aegis knows. And now they're interested.
We were sent in because of connections to organized crime. When they said organized crime, you think the mafia, you think Goodfellas, you think fucking Robert De Niro in the 80s. You don't think...
No, this is Interview with the Vampire, but they ain't fucking sexy at all, you know what I'm saying? Well, some of them are, but... Alright, look. Let's pull off that stuff. We need to see whatever those cameras managed to record.
Yeah.
So, as you're getting ready to do that, Jesse, one thing that I think is important to establish is, aside from the multiple workstations that are set up back here, that Burn has obviously been running and has stuff running on them actively right now. Bleak, if you could describe the rest of this like workshop/office area for us all, please, as to everything, as to what other stuff you have here.
So it's really what you would imagine. So there's like workbenches. There's various types of prototypes of stuff. They look kind of like maybe weapons. It's not too clear. It's very esoteric. There's banks of old computer, a lot of digital equipment, a lot of analog equipment. Sorry, not digital. There's a lot of analog equipment. There's, reel-to-reels, stuff like that everywhere. Like almost everything you see is well maintained and not necessarily old, but it's all analog. Not a lot of it's connected to anything. There are maps, there are pictures of people. It literally, if you were to just walk in here, you would say, did the Unabomber live here? Like, what's going on? Like, it's that level of kind of bric-a-brac weirdness, 10 years of just all that stuff kind of being amassed. But there is it's not dirty and it's not unkempt, and everything seems to kind of have a purpose. It's someone who has been for 9 years obsessively doing the job. So even as he's deteriorated, the job hasn't. And there's stacks of documents printed out, stuff that's got top secret written on it, stuff that he probably shouldn't have. You realize that as you look around, that not only has he been investigating vampires, he's also been investigating Aegis and everybody else, and kind of pulling stuff out and keeping tabs on the company itself.
I mean, all of this is out of date, but this is really impressive.
Analog's the only way to go, man. They got hackers. They got, like I said, I think they have their own dark web. They're super advanced. They're into everything.
Speaking of Miko,
Yeah.
was Olivia the only one who noticed the Bloodworks tag at the bottom of the page?
I mean, were you looking over Olivia's shoulder as she was decoding all that?
I would think so, but
Then
up to you.
you probably saw it too.
What would something like that darknet be called?
I don't know. Dracnet.
Are they that? Maybe something like Bloodworks?
What'd you say?
Bloodworks?
What Where'd you get that name?
The file that's on the computer. When I got bounced out by a firewall, there was a counter intrusion.
Oh yeah. Oh baby. Ooh. That's one of their top hacking teams, some of the sewer rats.
That's still downstairs on the old computer. Said it's not out of the Faraday cage, but Bloodworks.
So whatever you stumble upon is of highest priority to them.
It was
If those guys are on it. All right, let's look at this fucking video. I'm dying to see it now.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna go get the others. Just keep working on it. No.
Yeah.
If you want to cut to them and give them a moment.
Yeah. Let's cut back to Charlotte and Olivia, because Jesse and Byrne are probably going to be gone for a good bit before Byrne comes back to get the two of you. What are you guys up to in the other room?
Olivia
Does he have any other
changes.
tea? Does he have any other tea than this?
Wherever it is as well. Is there anything down here I can be nosy and get into?
Probably. Bleak, what's down there in that room?
There's stacks of hunting and fishing magazines now. I think
Maple Weekly.
Agriculture Weekly. Yeah, that's how he relaxes. I don't know. I think that because it's the front room where people might come in, he probably doesn't have a ton of stuff, but I would say you might be able to find something on the wall if you look at the wall that he showed you, right? If you tip back the wall and kind of look at his Charlie Day red string theory kind of action, you might be able to find some stuff on there if you're looking at that. And I think maybe you might stumble upon notes that go back several years, and they go from Canada through the United States, eventually into Europe, and are notes about London. And then at some point you would see a note tucked away in one corner at the very beginning of the red string theory thing, and it would just be the name Wright, and then underneath it you would see a hand scribbled note from a long time ago that says not receptive, keep information in tabs, move on.
Fuck, I do not want to stay here that much longer. I am going to take time with my speed crafting to cannibalize whatever I can in here to create my own Faraday cages for these boxes. So if we have to leave, I can make a portable one.
Yeah, there's probably, I'll say that there's some bits of like the Faraday cage, like in a box shoved into a corner. There's dust collected all over them because, you know, this was set up a long ass time ago. And you've got duct tape. So
I sure do.
You get to work on that.
I was just going to go through emails and texts that I was able to get while we were driving, but...
No, I think I'm all right, unless you know anything about electrical engineering.
I took a couple of classes in college, but not, like, the best.
Right. I'm good, thank you.
Well,
that's what I do.
Okay. At some point, as you guys are kind of sitting in silence, Byrne walks into the room, into the silence.
Jump scare.
Sorry. All right. Look, we're gonna look at the videos if you want to come and see what we got. They managed to pull them off the cloud.
Yeah, sure. That's my specialty shit, I guess.
So the podcasting's just a cover? You're not really a podcaster? Like, did you have to learn how to podcast?
I'm a podcaster, but I was hired literally because I know camera work and I also know how to pull in. I'm recruitment, honestly. People like a pretty face that acts a little ditzy in regards to important topics that they think are really cool. And because a ditzy person talks about this important topics, it makes them want to hyper explain them to the ditzy person. So it just gets more people who are willing to, I guess, die for their cause. But I also know my shit.
Brilliant. All right. Let's see if the camera angles are any good.
They better be. I set some of them myself.
As we walk in, I'll just brush by Olivia and say, "Hey, I'm sorry about Oliver. I hope we have time after this to properly mourn, but he did what he was supposed to do. He kept you alive."
You see the heat kind of raise on her face, and her eyes are just like daggers, and she like grips her hands, and then like you see her exhale for 5 seconds, and then just turns away from you.
Step back into the room.
As you enter the room, Jesse, at this point, through one of the terminals that Burn has, you're able to access all of the internal network of everything that you would normally have access to. Probably even a few things that Jesse's never had access to before that Burn does. And you're able to pull up the node that you are sending the camera feeds to, and you have full access to all 8 cameras.
Great angles.
We placed them ourselves.
My children.
All right, let's see what you got. Fast forward a little bit. It's not interesting until shit goes sideways. Around what time?
You
was
mean
that?
rewind, because it's actually showing the current.
Oh,
It's
let's
showing a
rewind
live feed. Yeah.
Let's rewind to about the time just after you broke in.
What time is it now? How long did it take us to get here?
It's like 2 in the morning now.
Solid. Then I run it back to about
Midnight.
11:30 or midnight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Midnight.
to watch us leave and watch them come in.
Yeah, midnight was when you realized the sushi.
Ah, perfect.
So you have that timestamp in your brain.
I was so locked in. A really nice sushi.
All of this is like secured, right? We're
Yes.
not worried about them hacking into this and like erasing things, right?
I mean, Burn probably is.
We don't know this man.
Burn
I
worries
look
about
worried
everything.
about everything, to be honest.
Um,
I open the fridge and you see about like 2 cases of Red Bull. Crack one open.
So as you go through the footage, you rewind to your entry point where your rental vehicle drives through the corporate garage, and you see that go in. And then you kind of fast forward through to your hasty exit out the front. In that intervening fast forwarding time, nothing changes for the building. Even the security guard guy that you almost ran over does another round around the building smoking a cigarette while you guys are inside, completely oblivious to everything. So the security guard didn't know you were there until you were about to run him over. But then you come barreling up out and drive away. And you quickly go off camera from that point because the camera angles were not set up to, set up for that. They were set up to watch the building, right? And so less than a minute after you drive away, you see the 3 black Mercedes drive up. It wasn't 5. Jesse is now realizing that they were concussed and saw 5.
That'll do. That'll happen.
But it's 3 that
We're sending the
pull
bosses.
straight up, and as they pull up, there's figures that start getting out of the vehicle. The first few figures that get out are very obviously corporate security type people. You've seen them before. You would recognize the type men in black suits. This one's interesting in that they're wearing black on black, but black suits, sunglasses at midnight because reasons. Charlotte being the having the keen eye that she does, is able to spot that several of them are very obviously armed underneath of their suits, which is not wholly unexpected. And they get out and immediately start doing a kind of perimeter check of everything. One of them goes down and starts speaking to the guard. You don't have audio because it's too far away, but there's a lot of gesticulation from the guard and a lot of stoic, just stalwart standing there from the security guy. You see this swarm of 8 individuals that just get out and start going around the building. And as they get out, 2 more figures get out of the vehicles, out of the back seat of the middle vehicle. One of them stands out to you as a large man, also in a business suit, but very significantly nicer business suit than the others. And he actually has a cane, and he starts walking into the building. The only thing that you can tell about him physically is that he's bald, and he walks with a little bit of a limp. Out of the other side of the vehicle, and he also kind of disappears into the main entrance of the building before you can really get much out of him. Out of the other side of the vehicle steps a woman. A beautiful woman in also a business suit, very noticeably bright white shirt. She also has sunglasses, and she kind of steps forward and starts looking around outside, almost as if she is surveying, but she's not necessarily looking at the Cortex Biology's building. She's looking around at the street. And Charlotte, you're able to zoom in very clearly on this woman. And Burn, you recognize.
Well, dress me in a tutu, call me Sheila, and show me a good time.
What are you saying?
You guys. Holy fuck, you kicked the hornet's nest, didn't you? Holy shit. Well, we're in business now.
With what?
Oh, man. She's big time. She's fucking big time. Her name is Room. Is it pronounced Room or Roomy?
Roomy. You know her full name, actually.
Yeah, her name is Rumi Duarte. Rumisa Duarte. She's a thrall. See, vampires can make human servants for themselves. I don't know how they do it. I think they touch them and they transfer their vampiric essence or something, but they can give them like some strength and some speed and stuff like that. But they can still go out in the sun, and they use these thralls to run their empires in the day, and that's one of the most dangerous one. Man, I saw her dismantle 3 guys, 3 large dudes that jumped her, 3 trained guys in a parking garage. She literally ripped them apart with her bare hands. She is bad fucking news, but great news for us, because it means whatever you did there bothered someone big. Oh, they're gonna be fucking astir tonight. Ain't not a fucking vampire head in this city sleeping soundly tomorrow day. I love it.
Are thralls strong enough to sustain heavy head damage from a very, very heavy duty laptop?
Yeah, very easily. Like, you could shoot a thrall and they might, if they were, strong enough, they would not feel it. It's kind of like the vampires themselves. You can shoot them till they're blue in the face. You're not going to do anything.
Let's say one of them, I don't know, random example, was popped by a concussive grenade.
Well, that depends, because if it was ripped apart enough, if the head and heart were destroyed, it might be dead. But if not, it might. Some of them are tough. The sewer rats are tough.
Well, we did see the lady that you knocked upside the dome. She left the room, but we don't know what happened with the other person.
When the other thing got blowed up, big chunk of the ceiling came down. You were in the server room down in the subterranean level, and it demolished a bunch of what they had, a bunch of their servers, and it crushed, covered at the very least, the thing and Oliver.
Can you focus in on the license plate? Can you get a license plate number off that car?
How close can we get?
Charlotte can.
Yeah.
It's her forte.
Get it?
You can get license plates for all 3 of the vehicles.
How close we get is going to depend on you, the 3 of you.
I'm
What
sorry.
do you mean?
Give me the license plate numbers. I'll explain.
Should I roll for that, Miko?
No, you don't need to roll. You get them. It takes you a minute, but you do get them.
Wait,
You have to
might
find which
gotten-
camera and find the right angle and, get the right zoom, but you're able to get them.
Here you go.
Stellar work. Jeez. All right. Here's the thing. I have access to a GPS tracking system. But as you can see, motions to everything around them. I'm not quite on the cutting edge of technology, so I have access to a lot of things. But a lot of things, once I'm in there, I don't know what to do with it. But I'm willing to bet a bunch of randy youngsters like yourselves would know exactly what to do with a GPS tracking system and that license plate number. Anything.
No. We have done our job. We've got the information we need, and we're leaving.
You got
Anyone
nothing.
else want to stay and deal with fucking vampires?
You got nothing. You have nothing. You have nothing to give your superiors. Don't you want to get back at the people who killed your brother?
Stop
This is the
fucking talking about my
opportunity to
brother.
blow the whole thing wide open. Get fucking vengeance for your brother. Get Aegis to fucking realize what's going on. We can break this whole thing open. We've never been this close to one of their top fucking thralls before.
You've been here for 10 fucking years.
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Did you see the board in the other room? I think I've been doing a lot with the limited fucking means I have. And also, I'm still fucking alive 9 years later, and I have all this shit. So I've been doing what I can with what I have, with zero support, zero infrastructure, zero technology. Everything you see in here, I've cobbled myself. I've picked up in garbage bins and fixed and spruced up and tidied up and fucking put together. I've made weapons. I've made listening devices. I've made all sorts of shit.
As well, Olivia, not only do we not have what we initially wanted, we don't have any of the deliverables that they wanted, and we have less than 24 hours to complete the project. They wanted a surveillance package, including raw and compiled data sets, package to be uploaded to the secure node via encrypted tunnel no later than 48 hours after mission commencement, primary upload node inaccessible, fallback delivery via physical media courier to Ravenport Logistics, Montreal, written after action report.
Whoa, my head's spinning. Yeah, you got none of that. They're going to look
Well,
at your
the server's
report.
blown up, so what should we do? We can't get anything that we wanted. We have the footage, we have the surveillance.
Well, let's
We have
find
information on who is there.
Well, we have the
out.
camera.
Let's find out where these cars are coming from and where they're going. Because whoever is riding in that car, whoever owns that car and sends it around with her, it's someone heavy duty. And if they sent her, it's because this is information related and sensitive.
We do have the footage, we do have the cameras, we do have that.
I had more than this when I went to them the first time and it got me sent here.
Speaking of the cameras, one of the cameras is still just playing. You didn't pause it to like zoom in on anything. There's one that's just playing. And so 10 minutes after these individuals arrived, you see almost all of them getting back in cars and driving away. And a few moments after that, you see a series of flashes ripple up from the bottom of the building all the way to the top through the windows. The windows don't blow out, and there is no immediate smoke or anything like that from outside of the windows. But the synchronicity with which it occurs, you're fairly confident that everything inside of that building was just incinerated.
They took it all.
They're gonna move. They gotta have a central system somewhere, and that's what we gotta find. And if we find out where these cars come from.
Real quick, I think Charlotte hasn't taken her eyes off the cameras in any of the instance between seeing Rumi to now. Did we see that other potential thrall come out at all?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or the thing. Bit off.
Or the thing, yeah.
No, but you did see before the series of flashes. I will say that you did see one of the vehicles that you recognized parked inside of the executive garage leave the building.
She'll note that license plate as well, just in case.
You already had it because you had taken the pictures, and Jesse memorized the license plates.
I think that's.
But it is worth mentioning that all of the people that you saw get out of the 3 new black sedans, all of those people got back in the vehicle. So whoever it was that exited out of the executive garage was not related to those 3 people, and you're fairly certain that the security guard guy would not have been driving that particular vehicle that exited out. You also did not see them exit the building.
I think that car is the thrall that we interacted with. It seems like that one's leaving. I don't see the security guard, but I'm assuming maybe he's gonna be okay. I don't see any instance of a vampire leaving. So I think they just may be under rubble.
I mean, if they were still in there, then they're a pile of ash now. But then, okay, we have footage of all of this. We have all of this to be able to say we tried. We all lose our jobs, probably. Fuck.
We tried. That's what you want to go down with? We tried. We tried. We tried. We tried hard. We tried really hard. That's what you want written on your tombstone someday when you die.
Shut the fuck up for 2 seconds, Burn.
They tried
Jesus
really
Christ.
hard.
Burn. You know so much about those things. What the fuck? How could they do that? How? What? Fucking. Okay, next steps. This is at this point, Jesse is going to try to utilize the information of each and every one of their license plate numbers, utilize the GPS tracking system that is available in Burns' little black house here. They're going to try to find exactly where they are immediately. They want to know.
Sorry, you need to say that again. I'm a little distracted.
Sorry.
Say that again.
Jesse wants to know exactly where each and every single one of those cars is and where they went in between. They're going to try to use the GPS tracking system, the license plate numbers that they have accrued. They're just going to try to dig in and find something and find them.
Okay. You attempt to enlist the help, Olivia?
Look, I've never seen a dead body before today. This is new and weird and a lot, and we all suddenly get inundated with a lot of bullshit during... Olivia, I'm sorry. But we don't have anything, and this might be the best thing that we keep our jobs with. This might be the best thing for us right now.
Also, I don't want to really be a downer, but if Aegis has been able to like keep all this shit from us and do all these shady really things, if we come back failing or like going or deserting for any reason, I'm kind of worried that they would do something to us. Like, my podcast is sponsored by them. Alex doesn't know anything about this. I don't know what they're going to do with my friend.
Your podcast is sponsored by Aegis?
Yeah, recruiting. It's part of recruitment.
What the fuck has happened to this company? Jesus.
Social media, baby. But
Look, if you don't want to go further, at least help me find where they are. I'll take
you
it from there.
talking, not helping anything, all right? Look,
Get a word.
I will do this because if they've been keeping this from us, if they knew what the fuck was going on, they sent us in there anyways, I'm fucking pissed. I'm pissed that they put my brother in that position. I'm pissed that they put me in that position, and all of you, all right? So if we fuck with these people, find the shit that they want, that way I can stay in the fucking company and figure out what the fuck they know so they can't do it to anyone else. All right?
Want to help? Jesse
Yes.
pulls
Move
up.
over.
Oh,
Just
thanks.
shoves them out of the way.
Fuck
That's
off.
the
I can do
spirit.
this too.
We double hack on the keyboard.
No, no, no.
All
I'll
right.
strangle you.
What's
We're
the-
celebrating. I'm gonna get the eggnog, and I leave.
Why do you have egg?
This early?
It's
Or
Thanksgiving.
this late?
October.
Do you have a fridge?
It's Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's Thanksgiving for y'all.
Oh, I get.
Look, I usually just do my eggnog December.
Yeah.
Do you have a fridge is still my question.
Yeah.
Four. 4 fridges, 3 freezers, 2 toasters.
All
Not
full
a-
with food that
Those
can
are
last
still
him
shitty?
forever.
Full of cans.
Burn.
Yeah,
If you
plenty
have
of
not
cans.
figured out that Burn is a massive prepper, then I got news
He's just
for you.
Terrifying.
I
He's Bert
wasn't.
from Tremors. I got it.
Yeah. I
So
wasn't until they
Second
sent me
mention
here.
I've had this week, and I'm so happy about that. But yeah,
when Burn was talking about him having access to a GPS tracking system, he might have been overstating it a little bit, but he wasn't far off. He basically had the knock on the door entry point. It takes Jesse and Olivia probably until sunrise to actually hack the system fully and be able to get the information that they need. It's actually fairly trivial for them to look up the license plates and get the VIN numbers and the registration info and the insurance info and all of that sort of thing. But you guys are running on Red Bull and adrenaline by the time the sun rises.
And eggnog.
And
so gross.
maybe eggnog.
So gross.
Before you actually are able to get a functioning map that shows the location of the vehicles in question. All 4 of the vehicles the 3 black sedans that chased up onto the building as you were leaving, as well as the one that left that was already parked in the garage when you arrived. All 4 of them are at the same location. The old Royal Victoria Hospital. Pretty good clip away, kind of outside the edges of things. And the first thing that occurs to Charlotte, Ava, is she did a podcast about that place a couple of years ago. About it, being haunted and like people still thinking that the ghosts of the people that had been taken to the morgue still moved around the place. And she's seen other people in the community having walked through that hospital in recent years, in fact. And it would strike her as being really fucking weird that that's where all 4 of the vehicles would be at.
Oh my god, I know about this place. Shoving over. We did a podcast on this. And I still have fans that like to visit to like that place to this day. It's so weird. A lot of like really bad medical shit happened there. And so obviously a lot of like hauntings happened there. But now I'm assuming that the hauntings are actually real. Why are they there? Do vampires like ghosts?
Are ghosts real? What else is real?
Ghosts aren't real. What are you talking about?
I'm
Come
assuming
on, grow up.
ghosts
This is
are
not a
real.
fucking fantasy land.
Oh, I'm
Ghosts.
sorry.
Louisiana's super haunted.
Fucking ghost. Jesus Christ, you have a break. Fucking, you've had one too many Red Bulls. I'm fucking taking that one.
What? Don't drink Red Bulls.
They've all been Jesse's. Kid is
The old Victoria Hospital. That's interesting. All right. What time is it? I checked my watch. I don't have a watch.
7.
Sun's up. Great. Perfect. Time to go check it out.
You want
They hide during the day. They don't like the sun. If there's a time to go and scope it out, it's now. Middle of the night, it's the worst time because that's when they fucking go bump,
Can we nap for like 6 hours?
No, we'll go check it out, and then you'll have all afternoon to nap until the night falls, and then it's a different story.
All right, so what's your plan? Well, I thought we were just finding out where they were.
My plan is, this is what we're going to do. We're going to reconnoiter. We're going to put on our disguises. We are going to head out there. I have access to some people, some drones. I have access to some equipment. We're going to take it out. We're going to do the job you were sent here to do. We're going to go and we're going to put this place under surveillance and we're going to see what's cooking.
We were asked to get information
Which is
from
what
a
you're going to do.
server.
About
Which is what we're going to do. Yeah. But now you're bringing in bigger fish. Like you've kind of upgraded. Like you had the side quest, but now you're on the main storyline quest.
Or we could ask, this is what happened, what would you like us to do?
But then
I wouldn't do that. Yeah. I think
What do we
showing initiative is important,
fuck that part? What do we say? We say Oliver got bitten by some monstrous looking thing that was kind of human like and had fangs. You two got assaulted by some woman who was supernaturally strong. We blew up the building. We have a couple of cameras worth of footage. Or rather, we blew up part of the server room. They blew up the building. What are they... We have... not nothing, but next to nothing.
What is enough? If this isn't enough, what is enough? Do we have to bring in one of them ourselves? Is that where we stop? Because it seems like we're just more and more and more.
That would be
What
too
will make 'em
dangerous.
happy?
That would be too dangerous. We can't run into any of them. We run into any of them, we're fucked. We don't want to run into any of them. We want to be inconspicuous. We want to do this in mufti. Stealth. We go in,
Right.
put
Well,
some
our
surveillance,
faces are all over their cameras.
which is why I
presumably they
said
know
we're
what we
going to
look
use our
like.
disguises. Okay, look, I can tell you're a scientific mind, right? You're a very scientific. I have a foolproof decision-making system that is highly scientific and will tell us what the greatest chances of success are and what we should do. If my system tells us we should check it out, we check it out. If it says no, we back off.
What's your system?
Foolproof, highly technical, never failed me. Well, there was one time in 1984, but that's besides the point.
I swear to God,
What
if it's like
is
a
your
fucking coin toss.
This is a 1971 silver dollar.
Fuck this son of a
I'm gonna
Do
go
you
get
have
Anyone
booze?
got beer?
Do you have booze? I need a drink. I need a drink at this
We
point.
can shoot him.
Do you have
We
booze?
still could shoot him. It's an option.
We could shoot ourselves.
I mean,
I'm too ready to
if
do
it's not
that.
broke. Look,
Right.
we're gonna put our disguises on. They're never gonna know it. So check it out. Check it out.
What
Let me get-
disguises?
Let me get my disguise on.
Again.
Oh my God, we're gonna die.
Oh god, we're gonna die and we're gonna die real hard.
See,
Right. So
Vampires existed,
if they
we're
are
gonna
so advanced that they have facial recognition software, our faces are gonna be on it. Glasses,
but we'll
no
get you
glasses, it doesn't
disguises
fucking
too.
matter.
and these, I made these myself. They block their fucking eye powers. Like when they try to mind control you.
Have you ever tested those out to make sure they work?
I've never been commanded by them.
I've never been near one. Like in the same room as one, where that could happen.
I mean, I've been in the same, neighborhood,
Right. Okay.
but
So
it works.
we're
The
going to
thing,
be-
look, the science is fucking perfect.
I'm gonna go
Right.
outside and like call my loved ones and tell them I love them.
Hey, look, you got
So
like
die.
you got freaking the better looking Joe Rogan here with the fucking podcast. Like, I'm certain this Charlotte here has got a million tricks in her bags to help people fucking look different. I mean, look, if you don't know that it's me because I transformed in front of you, you have no clue. Like, completely different person.
You literally look like, before you looked like someone who went to Las Vegas and lost super bad, and you right now look like the before picture of that person who lost super bad at Vegas.
That's what I
like
said.
the same person.
That's what I said. Totally different.
No, same person.
Right.
Well,
So
wear
the
whatever
three
you want.
sane people in the room, what are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Look, and he goes over and he opens an armoire, and there's bunches of wigs and glasses and clothes and all sorts of stuff. Like, take your pick. There's tons of stuff in here. All you need to do, their facial recognition, right, is if your face is a circle, it's only going to recognize it if your face is still a circle. You got to make your face into a triangle, and then it's not going to pick you up.
In 2006, it's 2023. They can just as easily take a full scan of our face for defining features, shape.
Okay, but live dangerously a little bit. Like, the whole point is for them not to see us.
Can we let us three meet privately so we can
Jesse's
discuss
already
this?
walking out of the room. Jesse's going outside.
Come
Sure.
on, let's go. Let's just go.
You can't leave the safe house, but sure, go in the other room. It's cool. I won't even look at my surveillance equipment. I'll leave you completely alone. I promise. Scout's honor.
Okay, Jigsaw. Okay.
I'm leaving. I'm going to the other room. Hey. What if, hear me out, we do this and let him lead? That way he gets blown up before we do. At the very least.
A little insensitive. Let's just
sorry,
stop talking
sorry.
about things blowing up, all right?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He gets caught before we get caught.
But okay, what if? And hear me out. Look, I'm scared. Okay, we're all scared. We're all scared. But what if he's right? What if in the thousandth of a percentile of a chance that he's right. These things, these predators, would take hold of the world in the way that he's saying. They wouldn't be overt predators. They wouldn't make all of them. Like he said to me earlier, they wouldn't turn everyone into a vampire. That would be a world full of mouths and not enough food to feed. What if we found a nest? What if we found the hawk's nest? What if we tip it over? What?
There's a lot of what if in your statement.
Yeah, there's a lot of what if. I don't know what's going on. Look, I
get it.
Oliver, the last person to encourage me in any positive way to speak up for myself or to do any of the shit that I was doing is my sister. Susanna would constantly be telling me, you gotta go try. You gotta go do something. If you don't make something with your life, if you don't burn down the systems that don't work, how can you expect them to turn themselves around? Maybe we found the flashpoint. And it's a lot, and I don't really fucking get it right now. And there's a lot swimming around in my brain, and suddenly I'm going back through my life thinking, well, what if all of the people that I've ever met are fucking vampires? I'm doing that. I know, and I know it's a lot. It's stupid and it's scary, but maybe for a second we get to be the predators. Maybe for a second we don't have to be prey. And maybe that's just a me-lived thing. Maybe that's just, the little rat, hanging out and gets, pushed around by every other person in the room. Rat is, the quiet person in the room. Rat is, the person who's the sound gig, who's the sound guy on the fucking project because they're too scared to get up and try to play the bass in front of people. Maybe we get to be right. And it's stupid, and I feel fucking insane agreeing with the fucking insanity conspiracy theory truther that is upstairs in that fucking room. But I think I am. And you two don't have to. You two don't have to, go along with this, report back. Great. Jesse went rogue. Jesse started working on some other shit. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe it's the 1,500 grams of caffeine in the system. But this could be something. This could really, really be something. Just...
Are you done?
Sure. Yeah.
We are IT, audiovisual. Crazy person in the other room. If we're gonna do this, which we shouldn't do this, it's fucking stupid. We have information. If we do this, we have to do this the way we are good at it. We can't be going in, guns blazing. We have to do recon. We have to do it the tech way. Because if we do it crazy person way, we are all going to die. And then Oliver would have died for nothing.
I like if.
I mean, you didn't have to convince me. I already said I don't want Aegis to fuck with people I like. I may look like I'm shallow, but I try my best not to be. I just don't feel comfortable with burn. I have at least my own wigs.
Yeah.
I have my own wigs and costuming. I don't trust that man. No.
He did walk into the situation dressed like the Big Lebowski.
He...
Bathrobe and boxer shorts.
those are inside thoughts I'm not going to say out loud, but the point is, he weirds me out.
We'll let him do whatever he wants. We'll do our thing our way. Rat?
Hi.
You're the one with the clearest head, as far as statistics and shit go. I need a plan. We're gonna go there, we're gonna check it out.
He said he has
We
drones.
need to weigh in.
He said he has drones. Hey Charlotte, you said that you have seen, or at least read about that hospital before. How fucked up is fucked up? Are we talking about a fully decrepit bit of ruins? Or are we talking about at least, maybe a broken window here or there?
Miko, does it give the vibes of one of those, like, what are they called? Sanitarium type of hotel, like hospitals, where they send people who are crazy, but not actually crazy. They just don't want to like deal with them and their mental health issues, or like women who talk too much type of vibes. And then it got like abandoned because they realized, hey, we shouldn't be doing this thing. Is it that type of?
No, it was a legit hospital, but
Okay.
It was massive. It was the largest hospital in North America at one point. And they did fucking everything at this hospital. And it existed for a very long time. And if there was some crazy, weird-ass way to cure something, they tried it. It got dark in some ways. But it also was a legit hospital. People's lives were saved at this hospital just as much as there was maybe a smaller percentage of lives that were really fucked about this hospital. The community, the cryptid community, really latches on to the darker place. And the building doesn't do itself any favors. It's very gothic, it's very dark, it's very ominous, it's sprawling, it's like spread out over this massive complex. And yeah, it's like that.
It gives the vibe of like, it's a legit hospital. People go there when they're sick and they get healed, or they get some type of treatment. But because it's like the largest hospital of North America, at least at the time, things happen. Dark and bad things happen there too. Something like a Tuskegee Project type of vibes, type of dark. But and it also is very gothic looking. Like, Quebec really likes their gothic cathedral looking shit, but it doesn't do itself any favors, and there's bad history. So I do suspect it is going to be very ominous and very uncomfortable.
But if we don't have to be in there, if we can be a couple hundred yards away, piloting a drone, piloting a small helicoptered thing, close enough, if we can maybe even get in, mount it with a camera of some kind, maybe. And I mean, worst case scenario, Byrne wants to walk in. Sure, Byrne can walk in disguised and can be one of their new sycophants, but we can capture this. If Byrne wants to walk in, we can hook him with a camera. Hey, you're audiovisual, right? You know how to make a wire?
Yeah.
Great.
All right. I'm gonna go see if I can get a layout of this place and inform the crazy about what the plan is.
Oh, it's okay. I heard everything.
Fucking God.
You know, when you said you'll give us privacy,
I bugged the room. Get past it. It's okay.
You could have put headphones in or something.
Going la 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 la.
I'm glad you guys are in, because I'm going to show you something that's going to, well, just it's going to excite you a little bit. And he goes over and he opens a fridge, and on the inside you see another one of those maps with the red strings and everything. It's like, you see here, fuck, I can't say anything with fucking glasses. All right.
So useful. There's such high-tech technology. The pointer.
What we see here, and you see a bunch of pictures, aerial pictures of the hospital. You see all these lines here, all these things that go in and out through there, right? They're coming up through here. There's another bunch over here. Those are data trunks. Now, I don't know what you know about data trunks, but about this much of them would be enough to feed a crypto coin farming setup. They have at least 50 times that.
Which
Surprised
means
about crypto, honestly.
Somewhere underneath that fucking Victor Von fucking Frankenstein looking hospital is the heart of the vampire Intelcom network.
they're holding on to everything that Cortex was.
Right.
And we're gonna bust it wide open.
We can still finish the job.
Fuck.
How far away is it?
Hop and skip away.
Can we at least drive to get like breakfast? Because I don't want to just be running on Biscoff and.
Oh
Patty.
yeah, there's a Tim's right around the corner. We're set. On
Okay,
me.
thank God. Okay, fine.
On me. I'll treat you. Least I can do.
What's Tim's?
It's like they're, yeah, it's like they're Dunkin' type of vibes.
But better.
It's very good.
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
it's like if Dunkin' Donuts was good.
I've got family in Ontario. It's
Oh yeah, where? Hawkesbury?
All right, let's just focus on what we're fucking doing. All right, I'm done. I'm done with all of this
Canadian.
right now.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Tim Hortons,
Sure.
and then the Gothic Hospital.
All right. I
No.
think that is a beautiful spot for us to actually conclude tonight's adventure. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. That was a ton of fun. I hope you all enjoyed it, even a tiny fraction as much as I did. Thank you so much.